When we are suspending a well-shaped crystal in the cool saturated solution, this is a saturated solution, and cover the beaker with a piece of paper to prevent dust from getting in, and leave the beaker undisturbed and watch the crystal grow. After a few days, you will observe that the crystal will be found have grown. The crystal have grown quite bigger size, and these suspended particle, now these suspended particle which are tie up with this thread, then these are called as seed crystal. So this is about the seed crystals. What is hydrated substances? Hydrated substances means a substance or a salt which contain water molecule. That is called a hydrated substance. Suppose we have an example here, CuSO4 dot 5 molecule of water. Now this salt is containing water molecule. This salt is containing water molecule. So the salt which containing water molecule, that is called hydrated substances. So what is the definition? Substances which contain water molecule along with salt, that are called hydrated substances. Example, copper sulfate. Next is anhydrous substances. Anhydrous substances means those salts which do not contain water molecule. If we take example potassium nitrate, so this is KNO3, potassium nitrate. So here in this salt no water molecule are present. So this salt is called anhydrous substance. Substances which do not contain any water along with the salt, that are called anhydrous substances. Example, potassium nitrate. Water of crystallization means the fixed amount of water that is associated with hydrated crystals. Here if we take the example of CuSO4, copper sulfate or blue viterol dot 5 molecule of water. Now in this salt these water molecule are fixed. So in copper sulfate how many water molecule will come? 5 water molecule will come. So in this salt there is a fixed amount of water that is associated with hydrated crystal salt, and we have done that what is hydrated. So the salt which contain water molecule, and the salt where the water molecule are fixed, that is called a water of crystallization. So here in this case the water molecule are fixed, that is 5. If we are taking the formula of washing soda, so washing soda formula is Na2CO3 dot 10 molecule of water. So here the water molecule in washing soda is fixed, that are 10. So this is called a water of crystallization. So what is the definition? Fixed amount of water that is associated with hydrated crystals and which is an integral part of the crystal. So here these are the formula given, and this is very important. So you have to learn these all. Blue viterol, that is CuSO4.5 molecule of water. Global salt, Na2SO4.10 molecule of water. Gypsum, then green viterol, white viterol, and Epsom salt. So all these salts have fixed amount of water molecule. So this is called a water of crystallization. Next topic is efflorescence. So what is efflorescence? If we take the example of washing soda, so washing soda formula is Na2CO3 dot 10 molecule of water. So when this salt is exposed to the atmosphere, when this salt washing soda is exposed to the atmospheric air, so this water molecule will evaporate. This water molecule will evaporate, and then this substance, this salt will convert it into a powdery substance, that is called a efflorescence. So what is efflorescence? Efflorescence is the phenomenon where a compound loses its water of crystallization on exposed to dry air and then converted into a powdery substance, that is called a efflorescence, and the example is washing soda. So then it is converted into a, after losing water of crystallization, then it will convert into a powdery substance. Now, what is deliquent substances? So deliquent substances are those substances which, when they are exposed to the atmosphere at ordinary temperature, they absorb the moisture and ultimately dissolve in the absorbed water and forming a saturated solution. If we take the example of magnesium chloride. So magnesium chloride is a deliquent substance. Magnesium chloride. This is a deliquent substance. It absorbs the moisture when it is exposed to the atmosphere. It absorbs the moisture and become moist and ultimately dissolve in the water and forming a saturated solution. So this is the observation of the deliquent substances. So deliquent substances, when they are absorbing a moisture, see here, this is a sodium hydroxide, and this sodium hydroxide also a deliquent substance. It absorbs the moisture and then become moist and then ultimately dissolve in the absorbed water and then forming a saturated solution. So this is called a deliquent substance, and this is the observation of the deliquent substance, that after dissolving it is forming a saturated solution. Hygroscopic substances are those substances which absorb moisture from the atmosphere when they are exposed to it. So when they are exposing with another substance, they only absorb the moisture from the other substance, means they are used for removing the moisture from the another substances, like concentrated sulfuric acid, then quicklime, phosphorus pentaoxide. These all are hygroscopic substances.